Before now, hotel accommodation used to be, the safest and the nicest place for people to go to, especially people who don't live in that environment, who travel from places. I mean, like you travel from outside of your locality to somewhere else. It's a hotel that you will go to stay. That is the place, they call it hospitality industry, because you are expected to be comfortable and relaxed outside of your home. In recent times, hotel accommodation has become almost like a bet, an unsafe place that people will now be afraid going to. It's very unfortunate. We talk about insecurity in this country. We talk about Boko Haram, we talk about herdsmen, we talk about kidnap, and now we're talking about people going to hotels and then walking right into their death. If you don't feel safe again in your own country, where will you feel safe? Today on Facts, Face and Forum, I will be talking about the Ember months and how to keep safe. My name is Peace Isaac-Yerokun, and I welcome you to this week's edition of Facts, Face and Forum. Stay, relax, and enjoy this program with me. I'll be right back after the break.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
All right. Usually during the Ember months, people celebrate birthdays, weddings, various ceremonies and all sorts of travel. It's usually the peak period in, vehicular movements in our country. And so the Federal Road Safety Corporation takes it upon themselves to sensitize the public yearly during the Ember months to make people aware of hazards, risks, and how to stay safe during this period. And so I have Taiye Oyeleye, who is an officer in charge of Frsc Costain Outpost, Surulere. You're welcome, sir, on this program.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you are involved in this, you undergo this sensitization exercise yearly at FRSC, making the public aware of risks, of hazards, and safety in traveling during the Ember months. Now, the question is, over the years, has there been recorded progress? Has there been recorded positive results in, your sensitization process?
Before the establishment of FRSC in 1988, FRSC just don't come into being. It's because of incessant killings on Nigerian roads, especially Ife, Ibadan to Lagos. Then since the inception of FRSC, there is an increment in our campaign sensitizations. One of the cardinal functions of FRSC is public education. And let me tell you, public enlightenment, we carry public enlightenment almost every morning. That's what we call morning cry. All patrol team, they have to go to motor parks to sensitize motorists before they leave their motor parks. So that is one of the areas. So the Ember campaign, as you rightly asked me, has really helped in reducing road traffic crashes in Nigeria compared to previous years. Because, education is a very important tool in winning the souls of people. Even between husband and wife, we educate ourselves. We communicate. Don't do this, don't do that. an average Nigerian's listens to us. So I can easily tell you that our Empower campaign has really helped in reducing road traffic crashes compared to various years. And I would like to add, the theme of 2021, this year Empower campaign, is maintain safe speed, avoid night travel, and enjoy quality road experience.
Maintaining safe speed, what's the safe speed that people should maintain?
Yes. By research, we've discovered that major factors of RTC is overspeeding from the statistics. So we deliberately pick that theme for this year. Because with overspeeding, you may lose control of the vehicle. With overspeeding, in case even you have brake failure, if you are going with a normal common sense speed, it's easy for you to maintain the situation. In case even you have tire burst, with normal and common sense speed, it's easy for you to maintain the situations. Even if you develop a mechanical fault, you can maintain the situations. You know, there are standard speed on Nigerian roads. Like maybe a car, when you're on expressway, supposed to go 190. Buses on expressway, 90. On highway, 80. The same thing with tankers and trailers, 60, 50. But you have to put something into consideration. Is it normal road? Is it with a normal car? Are you in the right sense of mind? That is why we say maintain safe speed. Like you are driving now, this National Stadium to Alaka towards Costain. Because of you are driving a car, you're supposed to go 100 kilometers per hour. And you are going 100 kilometers per hour. You're supposed to know that that place is a built-up area. You're supposed to have a common sense speed. Okay. Let's say you are moving now from Lagos to Ibadan, where road constructions are going. You need to maintain a safe speed because you are not the only one on the road. Others are also there. So that is that about maintenance of safe speed, common sense speed that suits that particular hour.
That common sense speed is for the motorist, or I mean the driver, to determine what is common sense speed.
Yes.
Depending on the environment or the structure of the road.
Depending even your capacity, capability. You know, we are capable more than each other. Depending on you, depending on the vehicle, and depending on the road, and depending on the environment. So you apply that common sense speed at these 4 levels of driving.
I see a lot of Federal Road Safety Corporation's staff on the road, you know, trying to stop vehicles, and sometimes I'm wondering what exactly they are looking out for, and the kind of vehicles that they are stopping.
Our men on the road are there to do so many functions: to pass education, enlightenment to motorists. That's one of the cardinal responsibility of those patrolmen on the road. 2, enforcement of traffic violators. Then 3, rescue operations. Without them on the road, I don't know what will have happened to motorists or victims of road traffic crashes.
On a highway, how road safety is able to ensure the speed? Overspeeding or common sense, you know, speeding
to contain it
on the road. I mean, on a highway, yes. Because your men are not always plenty, or like you know, yes. You can count the number of your men you find on highways.
Yes.
And then this driver just takes off. There is nobody on the road, and he just decides to drive because he wants to get to his location fast and early at his own speed, not applying the common sense. So before your men get to know what is happening, whatever is going to happen would have happened.
Yes.
So is there anything you put to check all of those on the highway, especially at the time?
Yes. You know, I've already mentioned it. Sensitization is the number one. Through our money cry, that is money public enlightenment, we will always emphasize.
You do it every morning.
Every morning in all formations throughout Nigeria, especially Lagos. We have it. If you even come to the office, we'll show you. That is first thing. Before you move out of the office, you go to your normal route, you must get to the motor parks to let them know the danger attached to overspeeding.
I'm also concerned about this issue of drunkenness or drinking and driving for drivers.
Yeah.
You see at the motor parks, people are selling alcohol in sachets and these concussions that you see women carry about. And the people that patronize them the most are the drivers. What do you do to check all of this?
I don't want to subscribe to the people that patronize them most are drivers.
At the motor parks.
I understand. We can easily listen, maybe at the motor parks.
While driving, you see somebody. I have
Yes.
seen one driver early in the morning
Yes.
driving past, and he just beckons on this man, on this woman carrying those things on his head, while on the road, maneuvering traffic, toy ultimate, and then.
Yes, madam. There is a penalties we call driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs. If you are caught, you'll be penalized. That is it. But sensitization again, we do go there, discourage them, we're telling them what's the disadvantage of that. Because when you drink before driving or while driving, there is no way drinking aggravates. It's a catalyst. It, affects your psyche, affects your vision, affect your sense of judgment while driving. Understand? We can't really see what's they push drivers to this belief. Understand? That is what we call RAIDS. RAIDS. Road Accident Immunity Delusion Syndrome. Like X. Road Accident Immunity Delusion Syndromes. In Africans, we have some, I don't want to use the mental belief or spiritual belief or something like that. Some people believe that when they drink that thing, they will have more confidence. Understand?
They will see more clearly.
They see, yes. They have more confidence. They've been immune. Nobody is immune to RTC. Understand? Nobody is immune to road traffic crashes. You see some people at times they will say, it is not my portion. Understand? It is not my portion. You see some people, if you go to motor parks, you see some people, they will attach some juju, they will put, iron rings and some other thing that thing will protect them. Understand? That is what we call raids. We campaign against that. Understand? I can easily tell you, we do go to parks in conjunction with police, national drug law enforcement agencies, to carry out enforcement.
And you think your sensitization exercises are yielding?
See, let me tell you, if not because of that sensitizations, nobody could tell what might have been happening to our motorists on the road. The dangers attached to it is enormous. Even whether prescribed drugs or not. You know, drugs affect the state of mind. They will put it there. If you take these drugs, don't drive. It will affect your vision. You may be feeling blood and some other thing.
One last word.
Yes, sir.
For viewers at this time.
FRC will still continue in their campaign. The campaign is that abide with rules and regulations, maintain safe speed to reduce RTC on Nigerian road. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Officer in Charge, Frsc Costain Outpost Surulere, Taiye Oyeleye. Thank you for your being here to sensitize us and sensitize the public. Thank you. Maintain safe speed. That is the take-home, so that you will enjoy your family and everybody will be alive to see the next day. Apart from some other issues that can take one's life. But this one is an avoidable death if you take precaution. Now we'll move on with the second segment of this program, which is the health segment. I won't tell you what it is. After the break, we will discuss it.
Cloves. Why you stack up on your spice rack? Your first priority is probably the basics: garlic powder, salt, and pepper. But the next time you're rebuilding your inventory, you might consider another staple: cloves. Cloves may not be in most of your recipes, but they are worthy of the spot in your diet. The flower bud comes from a type of tropical evergreen native to Indonesia. They've been used for centuries in many different types of cuisine, like Indian, Thai, and Indonesian. They've also been part of the traditional medicine for years, due to their wide range of health benefits. Clove is very rich in any antioxidant. When you think of any antioxidant, you probably think blueberries, dark chocolate, or red wine. But did you know that herbs and spices are actually one of the best sources of any antioxidant? Cloves reduces inflammation. Clove contains a powerful compound called eugenol, which works as a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. This also holds true for a clove essential oil, one form of clove that is widely available. It can also fight inflammation of the mouth and throat. Cloves improve hair health. Clove bud oil can be used for preventing hair loss, keeps the hair moisturized, vibrant color, and hair conditioning. Also treats dandruff, dermatitis, and other scalp disorders when blended with olive oil or coconut oil. Here is how you should select and store clove. Just like with other dry spices, try to select organically grown cloves, since this will give you the assurance that the herbs has not been irradiated. Cloves should be kept in a tightly sealed glass container in a cool, dry, and dark place. Alternatively, you can extend their shelf life by storing them in a refrigerator. While cloves have a wide variety of health benefits, there are other herbs and spices that should be part of your regular diet.
Okay, now that is cloves. Cloves has a very medicinal content. Moving on to the market. Every time we talk about market survey and what's up at the market and all of that, I'm waiting to come here one day and just announce, "Hoorah! Meat is now cheap. Tomato is now cheap." I'm waiting because throughout this year we have announced increase, 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 increase. And I don't know when it will go down. Today we'll be looking at demand of eggs. How much did you buy a crate of eggs in January or February? How much are you buying it now? For me, I've stopped bothering myself with this thing costs 10 naira last week. Now it's 50 naira. My own is I just get to the market. Whatever money I have, whatever I can buy, I buy. But egg is a source of protein, especially for children, that you can do nothing about. Egg, milk, beans, these are sources of protein, especially for growing children, and all of them are going up, 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 up. Let's look at demand of eggs and its cost. That's our market survey segment for today.
This week on Market Survey, our focus will be on eggs. Eggs are among the most nutritious food. A whole egg contains all the nutrients required to turn a single cell into a body, and also contain nutrients that are most important for health. In fact, eggs are pretty much the perfect food that contains a little bit of almost every nutrient you need. And many of these have been eaten by humans for thousands of years. Even an average man can buy egg, but today, egg is so expensive that people can barely afford to buy it. Come with us as we find out the cause of increment in prices of eggs and how it has affected the economy.
800, but now as at now they are selling for 18.
The food we are giving to the chicken for now, the egg is increasing.
Egg in the market is very, very expensive due to the expenses of the food, of the eggs. That is what causes the eggs. They sell egg 80 naira per one or 70 naira per one. Like before, they sell it 30 naira.
Nobody saw it coming. Like the way they just increase everything, most especially egg. Egg is now 100 naira.
All right. As for eggs, going up, and going up. So I think we should, now that the Christmas season is around the corner, I think you should start saving money. That money you used to buy a bottle of Coke, a bottle of soft drink is 150 naira. Please don't drink for the next few days or weeks. Just save it. When you want to drink a bottle of soft drink, you're filled, go and drink water, and then keep that 150. Keep it for today, keep it for tomorrow, keep it in a week, so that you'll be able to buy chicken and then buy egg, because only God knows what's going to happen during Christmas. All right, thank you so much for being part of today's edition of Facts, Face and Forum. I remain peace, Isaac-Yerokun. Please be safe. Like that man, road safety man, said, maintain common sense driving, and like you're on the road, just be cool. Drive within the acceptable speed limit, and you'll be safe. I'll see you again next week, God willing. Bye for now.